Thousands of Porsche owners are destroying their engines without knowing it. 5 mistakes are the root cause of all of this. You're probably making at least one of them every single week. Mistake number 5 happens every single morning in garages across America. Denver, Chicago, Boston, Seattle, anywhere it gets cold. You walk out to your garage on a January morning, maybe 28 degrees outside. You climb into your 997 or your Cayman or your Boxster. You hit the start button and that flat 6 rumbles to life. That sound is incredible. You let it idle for maybe 30 seconds because you're running late for work. You back out of the driveway, you see open road ahead, and you go for it. Throttle down, engine climbing through the rev range, exhaust note screaming. This is why you bought this car in the first place. Here is what is happening inside that engine while you're enjoying yourself. Your oil is cold. Cold oil is thick and sluggish. It moves like honey instead of water. It does not flow through the passages and channels the way it should. It doesn't reach all the parts that need protection. Your engine components have not expanded to their proper operating sizes yet. Metal expands when it heats up. When everything is cold, the gaps between pistons and cylinder walls are tighter than they should be. The tolerances are off. When you slam that throttle and those pistons start moving thousands of times per minute, they are scraping against cylinder walls with almost no lubrication protecting them. This is exactly how bore scoring starts. Bore scoring is one of the most common and most expensive problems on Porsche flat 6 engines. Every single time you drive hard on a cold engine, tiny microscopic scratches form on your cylinder walls. You can't see them, you can't feel them in how the car drives. You have no idea they're there. They add up over time. Hundreds of cold starts with aggressive driving. Thousands of tiny scratches accumulating into deep grooves. By the time you notice the symptoms, the ticking sound that doesn't go away, the oil consumption that keeps getting worse, the power loss that you can't ignore, the damage is already catastrophic. The cylinders are destroyed. The engine is condemned. I've seen 997 engines with only 60,000 miles that looked perfect on the outside. Clean engine bay, no leaks. Owner swore he maintained it perfectly. Then we scoped the cylinders. Scored beyond any possibility of repair. The owner did this exact routine every single morning for 3 years. Started the car, drove hard immediately, never let it warm up. His morning commute killed his engine. The fix for this costs absolutely nothing. Wait 60 to 90 seconds after startup before you even put the car in gear. Then, drive easy and gentle for the first 5 to 10 minutes of your trip. Keep it under 3,000 RPM until that temperature gauge moves up from the cold position. Let the oil warm up. Let it thin out. Let it flow properly. Let your engine parts expand to their correct sizes. In cold states like Minnesota or Colorado or Michigan, a block heater costs around $150. You plug it in overnight and it keeps your oil from turning into thick syrup. Your engine starts warm. Your oil flows immediately. That $150 block heater versus a $15,000 bore scoring repair. The math is simple. Mistake number 4 kills more Porsche engines than almost anything else, and it involves something you think you're doing right. You take your car to the dealer for service. They change the oil. They hand you the paperwork. They tell you to come back in 10,000 miles. You drive away feeling good about yourself. You're taking care of your car. You're being responsible. You're following the maintenance schedule. Except that 10,000-mile interval is the bare minimum recommendation. Porsche set that number because it looks good on paper for ownership costs. It makes the car seem cheaper to maintain when people are comparing brands. It doesn't actually protect your engine in real-world driving conditions. Porsche flat 6 engines run extremely hot. They spin to high RPMs regularly. Your oil has to do multiple jobs at once. Lubricate all the moving parts. Cool the components that get hot. Clean out the debris and contaminants that build up. Suspend all the microscopic particles so they don't scratch anything. After 5,000 miles of real-world driving, especially in stop-and-go traffic, especially in hot summer weather, especially if you ever drive spirited, that oil is breaking down. The additives that protect your engine are depleted. The oil is becoming thinner. It's turning from an asset into a liability. And using the wrong oil makes everything dramatically worse. Porsche engines need very specific oil specifications. Porsche A40 for some models, Porsche C30 for others, Porsche C40 for newer ones. These specifications include exact viscosities and exact additive packages designed for high-performance engines. That random synthetic oil from the auto parts store might be perfectly good oil for a regular car. It might be completely wrong for your Porsche. It might be missing the exact anti-wear additives that your IMS bearing desperately needs. It might be the wrong thickness for your operating temperatures. A 2005 Boxster owner in Chicago used generic 5W30 oil for years. He always took it to the dealer for service. He thought he was doing everything right. He had no idea the dealer was using whatever oil was cheapest. His engine seized at 80,000 miles with zero warning. The rebuild cost $15,000. When they analyzed the old oil, it was the wrong viscosity for his engine. For years. LN Engineering is one of the leading Porsche engine specialists in the country. They analyzed hundreds of failed Porsche engines to find patterns. Over half of them had oil-related problems. Wrong specification oil, extended intervals beyond what the engine could handle, oil starvation from low levels. The engine gives you no warning signs until something actually breaks. Here is what you need to do. Know your exact oil specification from your actual owner's manual. Porsche A40, Porsche C30, Porsche C40. Mobil 1 0W40 meets most requirements, but you need to verify for your specific model. Cut the dealer interval in half. 10,000 miles becomes 5,000 miles, especially for city driving, especially for track days, especially for extreme hot or cold climates. Get your used oil analyzed once a year through services like Blackstone Labs or Speed Diagnostics. This costs about $50. They test your old oil and tell you exactly what metals are showing up. They can see what is wearing inside your engine before anything actually fails. Extra oil changes cost maybe $400 per year. Oil analysis is $50. Engine rebuild from oil neglect runs $20,000 or more. Mistake number 3 should keep every single 1997 to 2008 Porsche owner awake at night. There is a component deep inside your engine called the IMS bearing. That stands for intermediate shaft bearing. Porsche never really told owners about this part. They never issued a recall for it, even though thousands of engines have failed because of it. And statistically, up to 10% of these engines will suffer catastrophic failure because of this one bearing. The IMS bearing supports a critical rotating shaft inside your engine that drives the camshafts. In model years 1997 through 2008, this bearing is a sealed unit. That means it gets very limited lubrication from the engine oil. It has to survive on whatever small amount of oil splashes onto it. Over time, over tens of thousands of miles, this bearing wears down. The balls inside it start to deteriorate. The surfaces start to pit and flake. The terrifying part is that there is usually no warning whatsoever. No unusual noise, no dashboard warning light, no change in how the car drives. Everything seems completely normal. Then, one day, you're driving along and the bearing completely lets go. Your camshaft timing goes haywire instantly. The timing is so far off that your valves are hitting your pistons. At 7,000 RPM, metal shrapnel explodes through the inside of your engine. The crankcase looks like a grenade went off inside it. When this happens, you have two options. Best case scenario is a $20,000 complete engine rebuild. Worst case scenario, your car is totaled because the repair costs more than the car is actually worth. A 2002 911 in perfect condition with 90,000 miles failed exactly this way. Beautiful car, meticulously maintained otherwise, became a parts car overnight because of one bearing that cost maybe $30 to manufacture. The good news is this is completely fixable before it ever fails. Companies like LN Engineering make replacement kits that remove the weak factory bearing and replace it with a permanent solution that gets proper lubrication. Over 43,000 Porsche owners have done this upgrade. Their engines are still running strong. The cost is around $2,000 to $2,500 if you do it during a clutch replacement when the transmission is already removed from the car anyway. Get your oil analyzed yearly. If the lab report shows metal flakes consistent with ball bearing material, you need to act immediately. Don't wait another week. That $2,000 preventative upgrade versus a $20,000 rebuild or a totaled car worth $0. Mistake number 2 can cook your engine in a matter of minutes. And if you live anywhere it gets hot, Arizona, Texas, Nevada, Florida, Southern California, this happens to Porsche owners constantly during summer months. Your cooling system is engineered to handle extreme conditions and high-performance driving. One small problem anywhere in that system changes everything. A tiny leak in a rubber hose that is aged and cracked, a water pump with a failing seal, a radiator that is clogged with bugs and leaves and road debris. Any weak link in the chain and your engine is at serious risk. Most Porsche owners do not realize that coolant breaks down chemically over time. The anti-corrosion additives in the coolant get used up. They deplete. After 3 or 4 years, even if your coolant levels look fine, the coolant itself is actually attacking your cooling system from the inside. It is corroding the aluminum parts. It's eating away at rubber seals and gaskets. It's creating the very leaks that will eventually destroy your engine. The warning signs are subtle and easy to miss if you're not paying attention. A faint sweet smell under the hood after you park. An occasional small puddle of greenish fluid in your garage. Temperature gauge reading just slightly higher than you remember it used to. Most owners ignore these things. They figure it's nothing. They'll deal with it later. By the time steam starts pouring out from under your hood, you have already warped your cylinder heads from the heat. You've already blown head gaskets. You may have already cracked the engine block itself. A Panamera owner in Phoenix noticed a small coolant leak and figured he would get it fixed next month. He ignored it for 2 months during summer. His engine overheated catastrophically. Total repair cost was $12,000. Fixing that original small leak would have cost $400. Porsche repair shops report that 20 to 30% of engine failures they see involve cooling system neglect in some form. Check your cooling system every single month. Look under the car for puddles. Check your hoses for cracks and soft spots. Watch that temperature gauge every time you drive. Know what normal looks like so you notice when something changes. Flush and replace your coolant every 2 years or every 30,000 miles, whichever comes first. Always use Porsche-approved coolant and nothing else. Mixing different coolant types creates a gel that clogs passages and destroys everything. Before summer hits, get a cooling system pressure test done at a shop. This costs about $50. It finds tiny leaks before they become big problems, before they strand you on the side of a highway in 110-degree heat. Annual cooling system inspection runs about $100. Coolant flush runs around $200. Overheating damage starts at $12,000 and goes all the way up to complete engine replacement. Mistake number 1 is the single most dangerous thing on this entire list. It's also the easiest to prevent. It takes less than 2 minutes, and almost nobody does it. When was the last time you personally checked your Porsche oil level yourself? When did you actually pull the dipstick out with your hands and look at it? If you can't remember the last time you did this, you're gambling with your engine every single day. Porsche engines burn oil. This is by design. It's normal. Even a brand new Porsche fresh from the factory might use a quart of oil every 2,000 miles. Porsche considers this completely acceptable. Older engines with some wear use even more. a quart every 1,500 miles, a quart every 1,000 miles. Now, do the math on this. If your dealer service interval is 10,000 miles between oil changes, and your engine burns a quart every 1,500 miles, you'll be down 6 or 7 quarts of oil by the time you go back for service. Most Porsches only hold 8 or 9 quarts total. You're running on 2 quarts of oil. You're running on almost nothing. Your engine is starving. The oil warning light on your dashboard only comes on when damage is already actively happening inside your engine. That light means your oil pressure has dropped to critically dangerous levels. It means your bearings are already suffering. Your turbocharger is already starving for lubrication. Your engine is already failing in that exact moment. Low oil means no lubrication for parts that desperately need it. It also means no cooling because oil carries heat away from components. Parts that should be bathed in oil are running hot and completely dry. Oil-starved turbochargers seize up and throw metal shrapnel through your entire intake system and into your engine. I've heard countless horror stories from Porsche owners, people who drove 15,000 miles between services without ever checking their oil. People who trusted the dealer interval completely. People who assumed that no warning light meant no problem. Then, one random morning, their engine made a horrible noise and seized completely. Mechanics call this a fused engine. The pistons literally welded themselves to the cylinder walls. From heat and friction, total loss. The entire engine was destroyed, all because they never spent 2 minutes checking a dipstick. Make this an unbreakable habit. Every 2 weeks or every time you fill up with gas, check your oil level. Park on level ground. Wait a few minutes after shutting off the engine. Pull the dipstick out. Wipe it completely clean with a rag. Push it all the way back in. Pull it out again and read the level. If the oil is anywhere near the minimum mark, add oil immediately. Keep a quart of the correct specification oil in your trunk at all times, so you're never caught without it. Do not rely only on electronic oil level readings in your dashboard. Some systems only warn you when you're already deep in the danger zone. The dipstick tells you the truth every single time. 1 quart of proper Porsche specification oil costs about $15. 2 minutes of your time checking the level costs nothing at all. Complete engine replacement from oil starvation costs $23,000.